Y'all, I can't believe I'm about to do it, but I'm about to set the gates free on some of my favorite spots to eat around in the city. Starting off with possibly my number one choice, Omakase Bayou. This is not just any ordinary dining restaurant. This is a dining experience. The menu consists of 17 courses, starting off with this fatty tuna dressed up with toasted sashimi, almonds, sesame seeds, fried garlic, fried capers, micro watercress, black winter truffles, and truffle soy. I bet you ain't see all that on there, but you taste it all. Followed up by a lobster shiitake salad and complemented by a delicious miso soup. As you eat this menu, you start to uncover secrets such as the size of these lobsters. Look at these things. I mean, I've been out to steakhouses that don't give me that much, and it all blends perfectly. Let the liquor tell it. Omakase is actually Japanese, which literally means leave the details up to you. Chef Yoon is feeding us a menu that he's curated for his consumers to have. And because of that, you can really see the attention to detail that these gentlemen put into their presentation. They want to impress you. They want to see your reaction as the food hits your taste buds. The standout dish for me, all of them were great, but the egg custard soup with the snow crab in it, it was spectacular. Melts in your mouth, perfect temperature. Look at the size of the crab, shawty. Like, even dishes I'm not a fan of, like these oysters, were just delectable. I had to start questioning myself. Do I actually like oysters? Because these are oysters fire. And the wasabi, you see them getting ground up right in front of you. I didn't even know that was how wasabi was made. This was really just a tasteful journey. I never knew which way it was going to go. Some of these combinations and some of these cuts of fish and spices I never had before, mind blowing every time. And the big thing I really appreciated was the cleanliness of this place. You can see the towelettes that they give you in between dishes to wipe your fingers off with, which I was using chopsticks anyways. That's a Japanese barracuda that they put on my plate right there. And a lot of their ingredients as well have been sourced from all over the world. They gave us a New Zealand king salmon as one of our dishes, which was exceptional. You may have caught before Chef Yoon was putting the fire to that mug right there. The other chef was changing his gloves in between each dish that was served to us, and they consistently did that. So the chance of cross contamination was minimal, if to zero. These things just add to your eating experience, and it just makes you feel good. Everything was premeditated on how they fed it to you, when they fed it to you, down to the palate cleansers and the ginger. Now you got to come in here with an open mind. I mean, you're seeing red sea urchin, you're seeing holy mackerel, you're seeing eel. So this is not on your normal menu that you're accustomed to. Another thing that just makes the experience so special is that Chef Yoon actually was an apprentice of a Michelin star chef that trained under Jiro Ono. Jiro Ono is basically the godfather of sushi. Please watch Jiro Dreams of Sushi to understand more about him and listen to me devour this beautiful sushi roll that you see being presented. Now, just in case you didn't hear that the first time, I'm gonna bring it back one more time. Yeah, it's really like that, and it does taste better than it sounds. Eventually, the courses start to slow down. We move on to dessert, a Chinese black tea with saffron petals and tropical fruit. It was very soothing, comforting. It came paired with an egg cake with brown sugar and mountain yams. It was the perfect digestive topper from everything that we had. I mean, just had to go back for seconds. Perfect temperature. The tea was delectable. I was ready for bed after this. Hit him with the chef's kiss, followed by the Birdman hand rubs. As you start to get to the end of everything here, some people are still not all the way full. Either that or the food's so good they may have to double back for some second. So after the 17 courses are complete, well, they're going to give you an option: eat or defeat. And I chose the latter of the two. I pulled out my white handkerchief and submitted to being extremely satisfied. as I spoke to my neighbors, there are things on this menu that are not being served in the 17 courses that will blow your socks off in equal proportion to the previous 17. So even when I waved my flag of defeat, they still found a way to hit me with a few more finishing blows. They wouldn't let me fall without knowing that I wasn't going to get back up. So they gave me my favorite fruit in the form of sorbet, lychee, and after this one, I had to call the Batmobile up. I couldn't do it anymore. And as I wait for my ride, they had to hit me with some green matcha chocolate, which was exceptional. So if you enjoyed this journey with me, please check these folks out. Please subscribe and like this video, this channel. Share your thoughts and comments in the section below. And I look forward to feeding you more delicious content. My whole life has changed since I went in to Omakase Bayou. You see the fatty tuna on my plate, the lemon zest, shiitake mushroom with the lobster. It was grace. He dressed 'em up, and it was like picture day. That miso soup, it was so good, and the lobster was hefty. So hefty, yo, and I would know, because that blueberry thing washed it down. We back to work.